Another banger EZA, but how should you build hitting God Goku's hidden potential? How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We got another Dokkan battle video for you here today. We will be going over the best hidden potential recommendations for the brand new EZA for the LR Hit and God Goku. This is one of those EZAs where he may have been built slightly different for a lot of people before their EZA, and so we want to talk about some adjustments you should make. So let's go ahead, let's hop on in, and let's start by taking a look at what they're doing. So as an LR, they are Accelerated Battle, Universal Survival Saga Category Key 4, HP Attack Defense 170%. So really nice. I like that they bumped LR EZAs up to 170. Honestly, they should have just been doing this from the start. Shame that a lot of older ones didn't get this treatment. Would have been really helpful, but nonetheless. On their 18 key, they are greatly raising attack and defense for 4 turns. On their 12 key, they are greatly raising attack and defense for 1 turn. And on both, they have a 70% chance to stun. They get key 5, attack and defense 200%, damage reduction 20%, attacks guaranteed to hit, and launches an additional attack that has a 70% chance of becoming a super attack with a high chance of evading. When 67% or more HP, they get damage reduction rate 10%. Alright, so that's a total of 30% damage reduction right there. And then when attacking, they get attack and defense 67% and disables enemies' guard. Now, they, as the first attacker in the turn, or second attacker in the turn, they get key 6 and attack and defense 160%, with a chance of evading enemies' attack and damage reduction rate 16%. That means they can have up to 46% damage reduction as the first or second attacker in the turn. As a for every attack evaded or received as the first or second attacker turn, they get a attack 20%. So after 5 hits or 5 dodges, they get 100% attack. As the third attacker in the turn, they get key 7 and attack 170% with an additional super attack guaranteed, as well as an action cancel. For every attack performed as the third attacker, they get defense 20%. Up to 100%. So that means basically as the third attacker, in order to make them work, since they are launching about 4 supers with hidden potential investments, you're looking, at about 2 turns it would take to fully build them up. So basically the way you play this card, as we showed in their showcase, is you float them for 2 turns and then pop them in slot 2 once they're fully built up defensively. It's kind of the opposite of LR Janemba, right? So with that in mind, right, we want to build them a certain way, and that is with the thing that they are missing, right? You can see that they have no critical hit in their hidden potential. So critical hit is the way to go. Now they do have this little bit here, disables enemies guard, but without the additional attacks effective against all type, it doesn't give them the extra bonus for having effective against all types or critical hit. So you would think you would want to lean into additionals with that, but since not, lean into the thing they are missing, critical hit. So you want to go 30 critical hit. That is max critical hit. Since they are an STR type, they do have a default critical hit, meaning they can build up to 10 with the skill orb investment, giving them an additional 50% to do a critical hit. You're definitely going to want that. They do big damage, and you want to take full advantage of that. Fully built up, we're talking about rolling out 50 to 60 million supers, right? On a Gogeta active turn, we're talking 70 to 80 million supers. So you definitely want that critical hit. You want to take full advantage of that here. No need to give them dodge, although it is helpful. It can be helpful. They've got 50%, which is more than enough given the defensive they have. Fully built up defensively, they're over 4 million defense, especially post active skill. Remember, they do have an active skill that buffs them by 13% for the remainder of the battle. So post active skill, they're looking at over 4 million defense. With that damage reduction, they're going to be more than fine. So dodge, not really necessary for them. You do want the additional, right? You don't want to take the additional over crit, but I would go sub additional. 16 is the max they can get. You do want to go that sub additional in order to get them the in order just to get them built up sooner, right? You have a chance to build them sooner. It's going to take them about 2 turns to do it. They have 4 guaranteed supers within that, right? So as long as you get at least 1 extra hidden potential super in that time, or one of those extra 70% chances to proc, then you will be good and you will have your full build up defensively. It also helps when they're in attack, when they're in slot 1 or 2, because slot 1 or 2, their supers are not guaranteed. They are minus the guaranteed additional super, and so all they're stuck with is the hidden potential, and that's 70% chance. So having that 1 extra, right? 16 equates to a 20. 16 equates to a 32% chance. So I mean, that's better than nothing. So you do want to go with that, is my recommendation. Now, in terms of the equips, you do want to get as much attack as you can with their bronze skill orb, because again, that is their function. Make use of it. Give them attack on their bronze. On their silver and their golds, additionals and crit is the way to go. Max those 2 things out as much as you can. The build you see here is my personal build. I do not have any extra crit plus additionals on my silver, so I just went with the additionals since I've already got, 24 crit is what I've got them at right now, which is still pretty good. That's still almost a 50% chance, so it's good enough in my opinion. So as long as you do somewhat of a additional crit build off of your skill orbs, you'll be more than fine. So guys, that is it for the video. This one was pretty straightforward, although I know most people prior had them either built full dodge or built additionals, given how they had worked previously, but now not really all that necessary. Crit is the way to go. It's the one thing they're lacking, and since they do big damage, you want to take full advantage of it. So guys, that is it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and in the comments down below, let us know, how did you build Hit and God Goku's hidden potential? Would love to hear the different builds you guys come up with. Some people come up with some crazy things that do work out for them, not always fitting the typical mold that we go through with some of these units. So I'm always curious to see what you guys come up with in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.